a rough patch, had to fight my way through it, not paying attention, walk right to a snare. And on that inner voice would do that, this shit every time, can keep letting everything slide. Put an end to it, make sure it's not a next time, holding on to regret.
Hey, what's going on? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast.
Industry's Most Wanted.
Hey, and I got Haze OPC in the building. What's going on with you?
What up, what up, what up?
It's good to see you, bro. It's a pleasure.
Always, always.
Me and this guy have been working together for like many years. A lot of years, and this is our first time actually connecting in person, but I feel like I know you already, because I do slick know you already. You know what I'm saying?
I feel the same way.
So thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Absolutely. But without further ado, man, who is Haze OPC? Introduce yourself.
Haze OPC, Mr. Paper Chaser, International Haze, Universal Haze, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Get Right, you know, Carolina Greatest, soon to take over the world, you know.
Yeah, I know that's right. You got to put all that out there into the universe. Claim it, throw it out there into, you know, everybody in the universe and speak it into existence.
All day.
Big facts, man. Man, we got a lot to talk about. You know, I know that you've been working hard. Like, one thing that I can say about you is you're probably one of the most consistent artists that I know.
Appreciate it. Try to be.
No, you don't try to be. Take that out your vocabulary.
All right.
I am. You got to start putting those positive affirmations. I am the most consistent artist I know. I am.
Yeah,
don't that sound better? Don't it feel
really
better?
It really do, but you know, I just, you know what I'm saying, that's one of my main things too. It's like I be putting a lot on myself, so it's like I get frustrated with myself a lot, you know what I'm saying?
I understand.
I feel like it's a lot more growth that I could do.
Yeah.
I'm willing to do that, and I'm always working and striving.
Absolutely. But in order to achieve that, you got to keep speaking them positive affirmations. I'm going to talk to you. I'm your big sis. You know what I'm saying?
What's up.
Absolutely. No, that's dope. And I mean that like wholeheartedly. You know, I've worked with so many artists over the years, and you've definitely been very consistent. Like, anytime you got something new going on, you always reach out, and I'm so grateful for that. So I just want to give you your flowers now, tell you that I appreciate you, you know, and you always put out good music, and you always bring such a humble spirit too. Appreciate
it. I get that a lot, you know
what
I'm saying? And right now, that's what the game need, a very humble spirit, somebody with a sound mind and with some good direction that could help lead the people, because it's like our genre, like, you know what I'm saying, because we love rap, it's like, for a while now, it being based off, I ain't gonna say it being based off negativity, because it wasn't. Yeah. The foundation wasn't negativity, but it went to that.
Yeah.
You know
no, I understand. So, we were just having a conversation before we started how we have to be mindful of how we move. Like, when you get into this music business, especially this hip hop industry, you have to move differently. Yeah. You have to keep your head on a swivel, because unfortunately there's just a lot of people out there who get envious. They see you shining. They see you leveling up. They see you doing good. They don't like that.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right, though. You know, like I said, don't nobody put no more hard work on me than me. So I'm used to it, been going through it my whole life. So I already know, like, I'm built for this transition.
Right. The only person you need to be in competition with is yourself.
No doubt.
Everybody else is like,
that's why I'm behind right now.
I know we tend to be very hard on ourselves. I know I am. Like, I be beating myself up sometimes. I still get anxiety because of it. Like, I'll lay in bed at night and my mind won't shut down, and I've just got that anxiety of like, should have done this, or I could do it this way, or I could do this better. We got to learn to stop beating ourselves up like that. Let go and let God handle it, you know?
Yeah, true that. That's
we got to stay on top of it.
That's why I named the albums that, you know, both of them back to back. It's like that, you know.
Yeah, I get it. And I think a lot of it becomes relevant in our life because of not only the business we're in, but also because of social media. Social media puts a lot of pressure on us, whether we want to admit to it or not.
Yeah, it kind of do, you know. It kind of do, but try not to. I know I try not to
feed into it,
because I know it's another world.
Right.
It's definitely a whole nother world than what's going on out there. So I'm like,
it's a lot of cap out there.
Gotta shape that as well as this at the same time, you know.
Right.
Like, that's what people need to understand. Also, it's like, we here for growth. Like, so therefore, when you're here for growth, it's like, yo, I'm growing in everything. So it's like, I don't like to glorify some of the old things that I used to do. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And things like that. It's like, so I'm, like when you're rebuilding yourself, you want to bring a more different energy to it, so people can see another side. So, but when they listen to the music, and they'll know exactly where you're coming from.
Right. That's where you put it out there. You put it through your music.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because really, youngins that are coming up, I know you're still young, but I'm saying like the youngins, the teenage and stuff, coming in the early 20s that may potentially be heading in the wrong direction. Your story is what's going to motivate them. Not us sitting down preaching at them and yelling at them and telling them, nah, don't do that. They don't want to hear all that because they feel like we're treating them like a 2-year-old. What will inspire them is us just simply telling them our journey. How, hey, man, I was there too, bro, but guess what? Now I'm doing this. If you put it to them that way and you do that through your music, that's what's going to inspire them. That's what's up. Straight like that.
That's what I try to do.
No, that's what you do.
Yeah, I got to start saying that. So, we transitioning together, world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where we all transition together. So as y'all watch me grow, I'm going to watch y'all grow. We all going to grow together, and we're going to build this powerful kingdom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
To be rivaled by nobody.
So tell us about how Official Paper Chasers became the brand.
Official Paper Chasers became the brand basically because it's like I was dealing with a lot of different people, and it's like basically it's funny because it's like earlier, like you said, it's like you deal with a lot of jealousy and hate, and it's like you don't understand where it's coming from because we supposed to be in this together.
Right.
No, cause I started out in like a group. It was like a bunch of us, you feel me? So it's like started out, you know what I'm saying? We wanted a record deal or whatever, but we started out as a group. Yeah. One thing led to another, and before you know it, it's like when we all went out on separate ways, that's what was in my heart. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we were calling ourselves anyway, Official Paper Chasers, even though we called the group something else. Like, I was always Official Paper Chaser. That's what I always brung. That's what we always, me and my people was already doing, you know, and screaming. So it was only right. It was something that was in my heart, and it came to fruition, Nah,
for real. And sometimes, along our journey, we're going to have to separate ourselves from people because what I've personally learned, and I'm sure you're going to relate to this, it be the people wearing the same jersey as you who be hating on you the most. Like, bro, you supposed to be on the same team as me, but you hating on me the most. Those are the people that you have to eliminate from the situation and do it unapologetically. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to apologize about it. Just remove them from the situation and keep it moving. Not everyone is intended to go on your journey with you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I have a problem with, that unapologetically, because it be something inside of me that had me feeling like, well, I could have went this way.
Because you're a good person.
You know
that's why.
saying? But people try to take advantage of that.
Yes, they do.
But at the same time, then they get the other side and they be like, oh, I didn't know you were like that. Like, I ain't want you to get to meet that person. You feel me? Like, just stick to Haze.
Nah, for real. Exactly. Because it can flip.
Yeah, no doubt.
Quickly. Why music?
Why music? Like, to be specific, I'm going to ask myself that, like, why music? It's like, that's something that really chose me. When I say that powerfully because it's something that I know, because I always attempted to do other things, but no matter what I was doing, it's like I always I had to resort back to music. That was the only way I could get what was inside of me out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say music chose me, and I'm gonna say that proudly. Like right now, music chose me, I chose music. So we in this together, and like I said, we're gonna transition and do this together. It's a way like you just said this while ago, people don't like to get preached to like that. Yeah,
exactly. They don't.
So it's like, I know when I was coming up, to be honest, it's like I probably learned more from listening to like Jigga and,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they're telling their story.
Dr. Dre, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was still in the rock and roll gospel and all that, but it's like at the time and the era we was in, it's like that's what we was listening to. So I feel like it's only right, like I said, with the way how I seen like the game going, it's like you can give them both sides, and it's a balance to it. It's like, yo, we can talk that slick, but at the same time, do it respectfully.
There you go.
At the same time, giving you some game. So it's like when you listening to it and it really hit you in your head later on, you're going to know like, hey, spitting that.
And that's what makes your music timeless, when you're able to put something out there that people can just relate to. Like, they're going to listen to your music and say, man, I felt that. They didn't just hear it, they felt it. Like, you shook their soul with it. You know what I'm saying?
I know I be shaking mine sometimes because like Like, I literally cried one time listening to it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm like, yo, where this coming from? So I know it's like they say it ain't that new one of the sun. So therefore, if it ain't that new one of the sun and we all go through the same things, if I felt it, I know it's a lot of other people out there that's gonna feel it.
Absolutely. In with your music, you're pouring your everything into it. Your heart, your soul, everything.
Yeah.
And like I asked you why music, and you said music chose you. Music is mental therapy.
Yeah, no doubt.
We all need that. Like, we all need time for ourselves. We cannot be in the presence of other people 24/7. You got to have time for yourself just to unwind and think a little bit. And I think when you get in that creative mode of putting your music together, like, that's the time to be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Put your music together so you can pour all your thoughts into it. When you're recording your music, do you like other people around? Do you like to be by yourself, just maybe you and the engineer, or if you're recording it?
It depends on the environment, what I'm doing and who I'm around. But majority of the time, I could say for this album right here that's coming out now, this Thursday, 9/22/22, I was basically by myself, just me and my partner, you know, very special friend of mine, you know what I'm saying? Like, basically it was just, you know what I'm saying, us, and recorded it. Like, when I was recording, I didn't even know, like, this what it was going to be.
Yeah.
I was just getting back into it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I just went through something myself. So it's like when it was coming to me and I'm writing, doing songs. And one thing led to another. The next thing I know, it's like, yo, we got a hard drive full of good songs. Some the world probably never hear. But at the end of the day, I feel like we picked the right ones.
There you go.
The birth to come to life.
So talk to us about the very first project you put out. What was the title of it?
Time is at hand.
What did that project, was it an album or a mixtape?
It was a mixtape.
What did that mixtape mean to you?
2016, it meant a lot to me because it's like during that time, that's all we was doing was recording. It was me and a lot of my partners, family members. It's like that's all we was doing, recording. And it was like one day out of the blue, it's like something just jumped to me like, yo, you should just put this out there, just pick out a couple of songs and just try your hand at it.
Yeah.
So it's like that's what I did. And we chose some songs and put them out there and just try to see what reaction we were going to get. Because at that time, it's like now that I'm actually in the game, it's like we know how they portray it. That's not really how it goes.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to say this right now. There's probably some people that blow up overnight. I'm not going to say you ain't, but
it's rare.
It's rare. I don't think so. You feel me? Because it's like I went through that process and still going through that process right now, gracefully and humbly. And it's like I put it out there. And when I put it out there, I got some responses.
Absolutely. I think the only artists who get on quickly are the ones that know somebody who's already working heavy in the business and that has a machine behind them. Like,
No
quick example, shout out Lil Baby.
Yeah.
Lil Baby's dope, but if you watch his documentary, he didn't even want to rap in the beginning. Shout out to P from QC.
Yeah, no doubt.
He was the one that kind of made him rap, and like within about 8 months, he started blowing up because he had a machine behind him.
No doubt.
And I'm not saying he wouldn't have blown up that quick because he is a fire artist, but typically the only time you're going to go up that quick is when you got a machine behind you that has a major budget to put behind you.
I'm glad you brought up P because he said something when I seen him. Like, I was in Atlanta 2019. Shout out to everybody that was out there at the Revolt Summit. You feel me? Did some interviews, but he said something that resonated. He was like, that's what keep me going too, like dropping these songs like that, because I already know it's like once one hit, they gonna go back and eat up the rest of them.
That's exactly right. They're gonna go see what else you've done in the past.
Cause that was the example he used for City Girls. You feel me? Like they had to blow up, then act up. It was like act up being out. Won't nobody worrying about act up.
Right. That's why as an independent artist, you shouldn't be taking your old music down. The only time I would ever suggest you take old music down is if you got one that just sounds really rough. Like maybe it had a terrible mix on it. You know, because sometimes in the beginning, these artists, they don't have the money to pay a good engineer, so the quality sounds bad. Not that their lyrics sound bad, but the quality sounds bad. So maybe pull it down, get a better mix and master, and put it back out there. You know, speaking of that, who you work with? Who engineers your music?
Right now I got some people that work with me and my family, and then you know I do it myself mostly.
Okay, how did you get into doing that?
Just trying to learn.
Trial and error.
just trying to learn. I was going to different people. I ain't going front. Like I went to a lot of people trying to get some assistance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like until I put myself out there, like I got people now that come out to me. I'm trying to think of old buddy name, but he be mastering my music. Anyhow,
That's
you know
okay.
who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You my homeboy. But yeah. So it's like as I'm getting out there, I got people that's coming to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And as they coming to me, then it's like I could tell, like, depending on the conversation, like if I'm gonna keep working with them and if they really helping my music out. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying? I do what I can do, and then I send out.
There you go, because one of the hardest things to do is get other people to get your sound exactly the way you want it.
Yeah, especially when you ain't in there with them.
Right. Then they got to keep sending you back the track, and you're like, no, change this, do this, put a little reverb here, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like that back and forth.
COVID did that. we had a reason why I come out and say that because we had one called The Kitchen, a studio called The Kitchen on Roxborough. You know, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna work with the professionals because it's like, hey, dude been doing this thing for a while. So I'm thinking like, because I'm this type of person, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna learn from you at the same time. Like, I'm paying you, but at the same time, you teaching me if you know it or not.
Nah, for real. Absolutely. You're paying attention.
I'm gonna get my money worth.
As you should.
But COVID came, so that never came to place. So we had to just do it back and forth. But, you know.
Since you've been in this music business, what's been the biggest life-changing experiences that you've encountered?
The biggest life-changing experience, trusting people more.
Yeah. Talk to us about it.
It's like you'll run into some people that'll really pray. Like when I say pray on me, like we praying.
No, they like, praying on your downfall.
On you.
On your downfall. I get it.
Not only that, you got the leeches that's going to try to eat off your plate. Like they see your hopes and they see your dreams. So they going to try to eat off that too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to navigate the waters. And at the same time as you going through that, don't get discouraged.
Right.
I think everybody going to be like that, you know. But once they do it, cut them off. Like I got a person right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it 100. It's like he gave me one of the hottest tracks ever.
Yeah.
But it's like the deal we made, he ain't honoring it. So it's like right now he'll hit me like, bro, we could do this, we could do that. Yo, this sound hitting, this doing that. Like, I don't care till you give me what you owe me. Don't hit me.
Absolutely.
Even if this song blow up right now, you feel me? Like, ain't no if. When the song blow up.
See, you already changing the attitude. I like it.
When this song blow up, you going to get what you get. And we done. You feel me? That's just the type of person I am. It's like you ain't gonna. That's part of my transitioning now because it's like used to give people a lot of chances. But it's like where I'm at now in life, it's like nah, yo, you gotta take people for what they give it to you. You know what I'm saying? So whatever they show you, just believe it is that.
Absolutely. You have to get to a certain point in your life and in your career that you just got to put your foot down and stand on that. Yeah, no doubt. Because otherwise they're going to continue to run over you. They're going to continue to take advantage of you. They're going to treat you like the okie doke, and we ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. I was way too nice to people when I first moved to Atlanta because I was trying to get to know people. But then I had to put a halt on that, you know, because people will really try to take advantage of your situation. They'll take your kindness as a weakness.
They really do.
Yeah.
That's with anything, but especially music. And it's an expensive industry, I may say, you know what I mean?
But it's a very expensive industry.
But it's worth it though, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it, like you said, it's like a therapy, so you feeling good. I know I do. I feel good at times.
Me
Sometimes
too.
I do get discouraged because it's like, I'm like, yo, it's no way that this music ain't doing this and doing that. Like you hear this and you hear that.
Nah, for real. Since you've been in this music industry, I'm sure you've seen a ton of change within the business itself. What's been that most positive change?
Most positive change I've seen is it's easy to get your music out there if you can like market it right. You gotta market it right because it's like basically it's like I'm gonna put it out there right now. The streaming game ain't nothing but the mixtape game on steroids. They just found a way to get a check off of it. The record companies found a way because you know everybody was putting out mixtapes for free. Right. The record company just found a way to get some change off of it.
Yeah. You know as you should be.
So that's all what the streaming is. So it's like, but that's still good though. So it's like, it's nothing to put your music out there, but at the same time, it's like you running a risk because it's like, you're gonna get to that point where you wanna eat off of it because it's like, yo, we putting a lot of money
Absolutely. Yeah.
Time and energy in it.
Right.
Know? So
you don't want to keep putting in and not receiving back.
Yeah,
You're going to do that in the beginning. That's just a given.
Yeah, no doubt.
But at some point in time, it's got to like, okay, it's got to start transitioning into where I'm getting more back than I'm putting out.
Got to.
You got to continue to invest, but you're going to get a lot in return. You're going to see that reciprocation, and that's what it's all about. You ever desire to sign to a big label?
At first I did, you know what I'm saying, but it's like as I grew, you know what I'm saying, like I said, that came to play, so became OPC.
Hey, he wearing it. You see
Own
it.
label, you know what I'm saying, own label, Official Paper Chasers, you know what I'm saying. So my thing is now it's like if it is a big label, it'd be more like a partnership or something.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? It's like God blessed me with enough wisdom to be like, yo, especially how it is now, like, yo, you got your own record label. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like we did it at first. That's what we wanted. We was shooting for the record deal. Then different things started going here, there. So it's like before you know it, got my own. So that's what it is. But of course, you know, like we still interested in too. Like if somebody want to helping hands, you know, we all for it.
Right. I think for independent artists, the best situation is more like an investor situation. You know what I'm saying? Because really, a lot of independent artists, that's the only thing they're lacking. They got the talent, they got the team, they got the good music, they just don't have the budget or the funding. You know what I'm saying? And that's the average person. The average person ain't walking around with a couple $100,000 just to blow.
Just to blow. Like
I ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? Like most people don't have that, and really that's what it takes. You know, to get a record up off the ground, it's like $250,000 slick. To put it out there on radio and put the proper budget behind it. Nobody really has that. So that's why a lot of these artists do end up signing when they don't necessarily want to, because they got to have that funding behind them and that machine to push them.
Yeah, we had a couple situations to come up, but you know what I'm saying? I'm very thankful to it. If y'all happy to come across it, just know I'm very thankful. You know what I'm saying? Especially for the words of encouragement. But that right there was I was first told in like 2018.
Yeah.
I remember 2018, I met this big time producer, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna say your name, but shout out to him.
Yeah.
But that right there was his thing. It was like that's what he was like, yo, so what's up? You want the deal? Like what you want, the record deal?
Right.
Something just jumped in me right then, like, yo, I want a partnership. Then the conversation shifted, you know what I mean?
Right, because
then he let me know at the time, like, yo, well, I was just in the studio with B&M writing that's when that remix came out. I forgot the name of that remix right now, but that's when the remix came out. But he let me know, like, he was one of the producers that was in there working with them big time artists. So he basically was trying to tell me, like, yo, they got a lot of writers that's just like you, like that, da-da-da-da-da.
You just gotta
look in the mirror. It's like, nah.
You gotta feel every situation out, because sometimes, you know, people want it so bad that they'll just jump into a situation because it looks good without actually like diving in and seeing all the ins and outs to make sure it's a good fit for you. You don't want to get caught up in a situation where you can't get out of and you don't like the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Fun out of it, like,
right. Absolutely. With any of your music that you put out, have you started any type of challenges online? I know that's a big thing for a lot of artists, and that helps generate traffic back to them.
Well, it's like right now I got that all white challenge going on.
Talk to us about it.
We got that all white feeling godly, looking godly. You know what I'm saying? So for everybody don't know what that mean like when you got that confidence in yourself and you know like you just feel so powerful, and it's like, yo, you know you got something behind you, with something inside you, you know what I'm saying? It's like basically can't nobody just pull you down or nothing like that. It's like you just know like, yo, I'm just feeling good, like, and I'm doing my thing. So it's basically what it is. It's like, just put it like, what's a situation like if you go out to a family reunion, like if you just go out anywhere, like most people feel good on a Friday, like whenever you feeling your best.
Right.
So that's what we shooting for right now. People sending in the pictures when they looking their best. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's how I'm doing it. It's like if they got on some white, majority white, you know what I'm saying? I put a caption on it, put it out there. Got a couple, we're trying to get a little couple dances to put to it. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
You do your thing, like.
Dang, I wish you would have been in the city Friday. I literally, like, this past Friday, feeling good. I hosted an all-white event on Friday.
And I had a show Thursday.
I hosted an all-white event. That's when I told you on Friday, a 6-hour event, which ended up turning into being 8 hours. Which was way too long. Please don't. I hope you don't see this. But it was 8 hours. But it was an all-white event.
That's probably what we should have just left. When we left Raleigh, we could have just came
straight
over here that Friday. But that's basically what it was. The end of summer all-white event, feeling godly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know some people, depending on who they is, if they really know what the word mean and where it come from, you know what I'm saying? It's like someone will feel some type of way or however it may go, but it's like, nah, it ain't like that. It's like the ones that know, you feel me? So that's what it is.
Absolutely, man. Tell everybody what you're currently working on.
We got the album dropping this Thursday, so it's like we promoting, marketing, here meeting the lovely people like yourself. You know what I'm saying, and everybody else that's around. We're going from city to city. You know what I'm saying. Probably touch a couple states, just to meet the people, meet and greets. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying. Like, don't be scared to talk to them. Let them see, like, I'm out here. You know what I'm saying. But basically, that's what we have going on right now. You know, promotion for this album. And
Tell them the title of the album.
My God, Myself, My Family, I and God We Trust. It's the sequel to My God, Myself, and I and God I Trust, you know what I'm saying, which gave out some good songs.
Yeah.
That really all of them got some good feedback from conversations with the Father Light on Me. The transitions still really doing well and keep on fighting. It's like they still climbing. So it's like right now it's like I'm trying to think like, how am I going to be able to like, it's not like separate the two, because even though it look like they separate, it's like one leading to the other, but it's like the other ones is still climbing to the point where it's like the songs might start bumping into each other. Because like I said, we still got the All White Feeling Godly right now. That right there's like the biggest one that went on hit 1 million streams. So that's right there, the first one to hit 1 million. So.
That's crazy. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Where your plaque at?
I'm waiting on it.
Nah, for real. You hit the milli streams, you can get a plaque, bro.
Yeah, I need to do my I need to holler at them.
I'm gonna put you in touch. There's a guy that I know out here in Atlanta. And that's what he does, is he helps artists, producers, and videographer get their plaques.
Yeah, well, I definitely need that. We at 1.1 right now, you know.
And
what
I
I'm
think
saying?
he said he's not even
Thankful.
really charging people to do it. He just wants them to get their. He shows you the proper steps to get your plaques.
Yeah, well, I definitely need that. You know what I'm saying? And it got the back and behind it. It's up there. You know what I'm saying? So that right there was good. Shout out to Different Street for making the beat. You feel me?
So let's talk a little bit more in depth about the album that's dropping on Thursday, because people got to know what they're prepared for. You know what I'm saying? Get themselves ready. How many songs are on it?
It's 13 songs, 13 powerful songs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To get you ready for your day, get you ready during your day, and before you go to bed at night. You know what I'm saying? Might give you might give you sweet dreams, give you some intuition.
How long was this project in the works?
For like a year.
Yeah.
For like a year, because like we was recording, and the process after you recording, and then you got to pick the right songs out. So been a while. It's like we already had like some of the songs, but it's like you wanted to ride just right, get the right type of vibe out.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Just don't want to put a bunch of gibberish up there.
So some of the songs that are on there you already had, you just kind of pulled some from the vault and then you recorded some new ones for the project specifically?
Yeah.
That's dope.
All of them, like when you listening to the album, like both of them, you gonna always hear me saying "My God" on that's why it's called "My God, Myself."
My God,
Myself, and
But God.
first time, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like on every song you gonna hear me say "My God."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can look out for that. That's the thing that we're going with. And it's funny, like, I ain't gonna say it's funny, but I'm gonna call it out. It's like that was the thing we're going with, and it's like that's the thing now everybody going with, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Khaled and all them, you know what I mean? I think we all on the same wavelength. But yeah, you know, he just did what God did. I gave you a shout out, so now give me a shout out for mine. You feel me?
I know that's right. Reciprocation.
Reciprocated, you know what I mean? Remember.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but that's something they can look forward to. It got a lot of gems in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of growth. Because like I said, we transitioning together. We growing together. So it's like as I'm growing, I'm putting it into the music.
Have you shot any visuals off of the album yet, or is that still in the works?
Like most of it in the works, it's like we want to do something a little different. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody got the videos. Everybody got the videos. So it's like, what could we do different?
Think you should still do a couple videos, but
You know
maybe make them like, maybe you could do like a documentary behind it on how each song came together.
Yeah, no doubt. We got but we do got it's a video, but it's like, you won't see my lovely face in it, world. But we got a video that's dropping that more than likely I'm gonna go ahead and drop it. We'll probably drop it Thursday when the album dropped, All White Feeling Godly, you know what I'm saying? So we'll drop that, you know what I'm saying? That'll be the first one, you know, but other than that, it's like, yeah.
What time is it releasing? At midnight?
Yeah, midnight.
Eastern Standard Time?
Eastern Standard Time.
Period.
Y'all time. Just already know, like, come to it, you know what I'm saying? Or it'll probably find its way to you. I'm guaranteed it will.
Who are some of the producers that you worked with on this album?
I worked with Tampa, Different Street. Then I worked with some of my people, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Thumb and them. You feel
Yeah,
me?
people on your
So,
team and stuff?
So it's like we basically work with like 3 or 4 producers for like the whole both of the projects.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Once you lock in with a couple producers that you really vibe with, you stick with them.
Yeah, no doubt. They can get the innermost out of you.
I think that as an artist, you know, from time to time you want to step outside your comfort zone, but for the most part, you want to record on production that complements your sound per se, because if you listen to a lot of these, you know, celebrity artists, a lot of their production doesn't sound exactly the same, but it's similar because they understand what complements their sound. You know, so I mean, you can, you know, veer off from that from time to time, but for the most part, you got your 3-4 producers that have that sound that works with what you want to put out there, and you stick with them.
Yeah, for the most part, but I can't say it's like it's a lot of producers, you know what I'm saying? Once again, everybody that come across it, like, I appreciate all y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's people that send me beats. It's a lot of people that I done recorded on your songs, you just don't know it yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get back at you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Upside Down Beats. Big shout out to Upside Down Beats. He sent me some beats, you know what I'm saying? So now you know now. Like, I done
There you
recorded
go.
out someone, even though I ain't inbox you, you know what I'm saying? Email you yet, let you know. But yeah, I really did that. 'Cause I promised him that.
Yeah.
When he sent me that, I was like, yo, I'm gonna do my thing off.
That's what I'm talking
You know
about.
what I'm saying? But he don't know. It did take me a while because when you in your zone, when you in your creative zone, you in your creative zone.
Absolutely.
So it's like, when I'm like that, it's like I try to not put so many sounds into my ear. You get what I'm saying? Around
Absolutely.
me, so
Totally understand.
everything could still flow like how it's supposed to flow.
Do you ever have moments where you just get out of that creative mode and you're like, man, I don't even want to record right now because I'm just not feeling that vibe?
It's like I do, but then it's like something will happen and I'm like, yo, nah, I gotta put this out
Yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is now. It's more like a tug. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like it seemed like every time when I was getting into a mode, it's like then it'll stop. And I was like, nah, that's the cycle that gotta stop. Cause it's like
Right.
the people that make music, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like everybody get that time when you catch fire. It's like, you know, you catching fire because it's like things will keep coming.
Right.
But then it seemed like it'll just stop a while. But I understand right now until I finish putting everything together, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I got my hands in so much. So it's like not only on top of recording, it's like with the promotion and the marketing and all those great things, you know what I'm saying? So
It'd be a lot.
it'd be a lot. But at the same time, we're going through a lot, you know what I'm saying? You want to capture that moment. I know I do. 'Cause
No,
I
absolutely.
want them to feel what's on the inside of me when I'm going through something, you know what I'm saying? So I want to say right now, yo, free everybody that's locked up, you know what I'm saying? Because I got some people that just got jammed up, you know
Free
what I'm
the
saying?
guys.
So it's like still going through that at
Yeah.
the same time. So it's like as you going through that, it's like you wanna capture that. I know I do. I want to capture that moment for the people can see how I feel. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Right.
it's like in a sense, it's like I'm hurting. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because they supposed to be on this journey with me.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But something seemed fit. Like it's safer for them to be in there. So that's how I gotta look at it. You know what I'm saying? Safe for them to be out there than be out here, and then it be something else going on.
Absolutely. I believe God sits people down sometimes for a reason.
Yeah, no doubt.
We can't question it because it could have went way worse. They could have lost their life.
No doubt.
So rather than that, he sat them down for a little minute, give them time to think.
No doubt.
Find the positive in that. They gonna come up out of there.
That's how I do
You
it.
know what I'm saying? Bad things happen to good people, and that's just what it is. Like you said, they get jammed up in situation. Doesn't mean they're a bad person. Maybe they just made a bad decision that day or whatever. But fortunately, a lot of times they can come up out of that and they can get back on track.
That's what we strive for. That's why we go by the motto: you smile, I smile; you cry, I cry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, you go through it, I go through it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just that much feeling into it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, if you go through something right now and I know you going through it, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you had your situation, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's why we send condolences because,
And I'm grateful for that.
you know what I'm saying? Because, like, yo, I had love for this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know what you're going through because, you know what I'm saying, we ain't go through that. But at the same time, I feel for you because you a good person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm sending that love out there. You know what I'm saying? So,
And I felt that, and I appreciate that because
So-
that was the hardest time in my life, you know?
that's why I'm telling everybody right now, go listen to You Smile, I Smile, You Cry, I Cry. Them words very truthful, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When you care about someone, you feel it with them.
No doubt.
You feel that pain and that hurt with them, you know, and that lets me know that you're such a good person. You got a good heart.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely.
Protect it. I gotta protect it.
So Thursday so Wednesday at midnight going into Thursday is when the project will be out?
September 22nd, 2022. Mark your calendars, you know what I'm saying? It's Haze time, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, unapologetically. We doing this unapologetically, you know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be stepping on nobody's feet, so we ain't in nobody's lane. We set apart, so we doing our own thing. But at the same time, everybody got their purpose and everybody serve a purpose. So I believe we all gonna meet. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So when we meet, show me love, I show the love right back. You acknowledge me, I acknowledge you.
Is there a specific reason why you chose that date to release the project?
I have like I have a lot of things going on right now during that time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like back in February, that's when back in December, December the 22nd, I think that right there I probably released. That's right there when the Light on Me first came out. So it's like since the Light on Me came out on that date, it's like since then it seemed like the dates was only right that it'll follow on those, you know what I'm saying? Because it goes with it, like Light on Me. So I really believe that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when you know the light on you, when you got a special light on you, you know what I'm saying, don't take it for granted. And not only that, you can't just let anybody come along and try to steer you to something else. Because basically what they doing, it's like, even though it's your light, they're going to use your light to shine your light on what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? Will. So that's why it's very important to have confidence in yourself. You got to have confidence in yourself.
Yeah.
And you got to know.
Yeah.
Like, you really got to know. Once you got that feeling and you know, it's like, you know what you know, it's like self-worth. Shout out to Transitions. That's like I said, that's the song. Y'all check out Transitions too. That was right over one boy. Building up my self-worth, my network will catch up. So once you know what your self-worth is, you know what I'm saying, it's like you just go off that and you don't settle for it. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Because like I said, people take your light and put it on something else.
They sure will, man. Well,
but
listen.
you will be accounted for.
That is facts. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we don't get our blessings from no man. We get our blessings from God. So he got the last say. So he's the one that's gonna make sure that your journey goes smoothly. And that's what it's all about. Well, listen, I appreciate you being here. 3 things we got to do before we get up out of here, though, right?
What's up?
1, tell them where they can follow you, keep up with you on all your social platforms.
Y'all can follow me at Mr. Paper Chaser OPC. You know what I'm saying? On Twitter, International Haze. Or better yet, you could just Google me. We blessed enough to have enough things out there right now that you can just type in Haze OPC in Google. We'll have a lot of articles come up. I'm glad you brought it up. Just got named Just got named hottest singles to listen to 2022. Hottest artist coming up artist in 2022. Just got named that.
Congrats, bro.
Y'all can check that out on All Hip Hop and on This Is 50. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm talking about, putting in that work.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So y'all can check that out. I'm glad you brought it up. That just actually dropped like 2 weeks ago. So, you know what I'm saying? Very thankful for all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Try not to get caught up in it because you still want to work. You know what
no,
I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I know I do. So it's a lot of things. It's like we had on accolades. Well,
I'll say it's a blessing.
It's a blessing, but at the same time, it's like I'm looking at it like, man, I'm still working. I ain't where I want to be at yet. So
right.
I'm still working.
Facts. But for people to recognize those accolades is a blessing right there.
No doubt. No doubt. Appreciate it.
I know a lot of people showing you love.
Yeah, they really do. I really reciprocate it. You know what I mean? I show it right back.
Shout out them people.
Shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, from around the world, especially Rwanda. You know what I mean? We got a lot of fans internationally. That's why that name's so fitting. I would call myself International Haze before I was international. Now it's not ain't funny, but now it's true. International Haze, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody showing me love out there, you know what I'm saying? And then at home in North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? Got a couple people in New York, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like somewhere everywhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's what's up. And last but not least, we are live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast. Big shout out to Haze OPC checking in, right?
Industry's Most Wanted.
Go ahead and let them know what makes you the industry's most wanted.
What made me the industry's most wanted is because I'm one of a kind. I'm unique. I'm me, you know what I'm saying? Set apart, you know what I'm saying, here to lead the way to something else, you know what I'm saying, to help build on to what's already out there, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to everybody that's already doing their thing and still doing their thing, and everybody else that everybody else already looking up to, you know what I'm saying. make room for me because, you know, we already there also, you know what I'm saying? And that's what makes me the industry's most wanted.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, I appreciate you one more time. Give me some love.
No doubt.
Boom. Appreciate you being here.
Life is what you make it.
Nah, for real. But we up out of here, y'all.
No doubt.